washing dishes this morning. I wanted to make another video part 2 last night, but I just felt so tired of it all, so I decided to just sleep on it and hopefully feel better today. Boys are for the last day of school today. I'm home before lunch. They just have their stupid ceremony and whatever, and so back up to where I finished last night with the babies had their vaccination. They have like 3 boosters, right, for whatever it is, like measles, sorry, yeah, those guys, 3 of them, and they just roll. So the voucher expired because we missed it, because pandemic, and because nobody cares. And so we have to pay for I think it's hepatitis B or something, the re-immunization. And so I know, of course, I want my kids to have it. So I'm not one of those people that don't believe in vaccines. I believe vaccines are created so that we can stop dying of people, like in the last century. So but it's gonna cost $3,000 for a kid, which is like about $30. But there are two. Everything with the twins is double the price, double the everything. Clothes, shoes, socks, things for school, everything is times 2, so it gets a bit uphill. What it's those things happen. It could happen to any parent or anybody. However, I strongly believe that if your kids are your priority, you would put it on the calendar. You will put it somewhere, those envelopes that come with the reminders from the hospital, because there's some kind of paper you have to fill out before you go to the hospital. It's a blank, you have to blank paper you have to fill in, and you have to be prepared to go there. Those things come in the mail. And when they come in the mail, they don't get like reminders on the calendar. They just get put in a shelf, in an envelope inside the shelf, and that's it. And too bad I cannot read the language, and I don't know what's going on and for whom came what. I just know that recently came the information for invitation for the corona vaccination for the 3 boys, because now they do like elementary school age too. So we have to schedule an appointment for that. So I know about that, but like the babies, that probably has been like months ago when that happened. They're 2-year-olds, anyways. But when that's not your priority, and when you're the father, the provider, and you're not out here, you're out there, planning lessons for other kids, entertaining other kids, taking them to hikes tomorrow, and that's other people's kids because they pay. Yeah, we're just the family, the nagging, the burden. We're the burden here that has to be taken care of. I mean, after all, why the poor guy is working so hard? He's busting his butt working so hard for us, right? Because we're like so many of us. And because I haven't worked for the last 2 years, which is supposed to make me feel really guilty. Because guess what? You can drop your kid at 3 months old in a nursery care, and you can go to work and pick up the baby. What a life, right? It's like, what a connection between mommy and baby. I know a friend of mine is doing it, but she doesn't have any other choice, because she doesn't have citizenship here. So if she wants to stay on a work visa, she has to work. So she gave birth, and 3 months later, boom, the nursery school. So I admire her for that. That's brave. I know lots of other moms in other countries do the same thing, and I was blessed and privileged to stay for 2 years with my babies and watch them grow. And now when they're 2, they're gonna go to nursery school. However, those things that are a must for the benefit of the kids in the house, my kids come first. They're my priority. And so when people come tell me, not me, because I don't speak the language, that they miss this and that, guess what I do? I feel like a failure. I failed my kids. And of course it can be done and it can be paid for, but that's not what it's about. It's about priorities. I believe that my mission in this life is to be a mom first, and then educator of the English language second. And it's not even my choice, nor my proficiency at all. So talk about being in prison, a place where you don't want to be another minute. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how we roll here. And when I say I'm really frustrated, and I don't feel saying that, I said, I know you have a lot on your plate, and basically you're not really part of it. I still feel like bad for us missing the date of the immunization for our kids. And if the nurse didn't come, because she's a neighbor, she didn't come to remind us of that and check the booklets of the kids and their immunization record, I wouldn't know. He wouldn't know. Nobody would know about it. So yeah, that's that. And then all he says is like, I can pay for it. I'm like, yeah, it's all about the money, right? Money thrown there, problem solved. I mean, not that I have my own money, I just use the money that he throws at me every month, and the child benefit money that thankfully are given to me, and thankfully they're given to me so that I can help myself, because what I get with the prices going up of everything, it's not enough. But of course I was told, well, if I give you more, you'll say, but again, that's not enough. And if I raise it, if I give you more, you'll say it's not enough. It will be never enough. Wow. That's what happens when two people are married and live in the same house, but don't manage anything together. I have no idea what's going on financially. What is he paying for? What is he buying? I have no idea. And quite honestly, I don't care at this point.